You know that feeling when you finish a book and you just sit there, not reaching for your phone, not thinking about what's next, just sitting with it. That's what Kane and Abel did to me the first time I read it, and the second time, and honestly, every time since. This is not just one of my favorite novels, this is my absolute favorite book. That's it. And today, I want to tell you why. Mr. Jeffrey Archer wrote this in 1979, and here's what remarkable. Pick it up today, and it does not feel like a book from 1979. It feels alive. It feels urgent. Archer has this gift, a genuinely rare gift, of making pages move like a destiny itself. You don't feel like you are reading chapters. You feel like you are watching a life unfold right in front of you. The premise is beautifully simple. Two men, two worlds, born on the same day, in the same year, set on a collision course that neither of them choose. But neither of them can escape it either. On one side, we have William Lowell Kane, born into privilege, wealth, and quite certainty that the world already belongs to him. Old money, Boston, everything handed to him with grace and expectation. On the other side, Abel Rosnowski, born into a struggle so brutal that surviving childhood itself feels like an achievement. Poland, poverty, war, a boy who has to claw his way through life with nothing but instinct and sheer force of will. Two completely different furnaces. But here's what Archer does that makes this book extraordinary. Both men are forged from the same fire. That absolute refusal to accept the defeat. The relentless hunger to prove themselves. That almost sacred relationship with the ambition. A storm on one side, a mountain on the other. And in between them, an entire lifetime of conflict. It's easy to be ambitious when the world is already yours. It's something else entirely when you have to build the world first. Now, I'm keeping this spoiler free because this is one of those books where the journey is everything, and I genuinely don't want to take that away from you. But here's what I will tell you. Their lives begin separately. Different continents, different battles, different definitions of what success even means. And then slowly, so quietly that you will almost miss it, their journey begin to intersect. First subtly, then sharply. Then in a ways that changes everything. And what I absolutely love, is that Mr. Archer never lets this become a simple good versus evil story. That would have been too easy. Instead, he gives you two fully realized human beings. Both admirable, both deeply flawed, both stubborn to the point of self-destruction. There were moments reading this where I was completely on one man's side. Emotionally, intellectually, I was with him. And then, just a few chapters later, I would find myself quietly switching. And that moral fluidity, that's where the book becomes genuinely addictive. Because it keeps asking you one silent question throughout. When two titans collide, who are you actually rooting for? The most compelling conflict aren't between good and evil. They are between two people who are both right and are both wrong at the same time. Most rivalry stories are about winning, about one person fully defeating the other. This one is about something much more uncomfortable. It's about what happens when a rivalry becomes your identity. When the person you are fighting becomes the reason you wake up every morning. When the war itself becomes more important than whatever you are originally fighting for. There is a point in this book where you realize both men have achieved extraordinary things. Built empires, left legacies, commanded rooms, and yet neither of them is free because they are still carrying each other. Like a weight they chose so long ago, they have forgotten it's even there. And then Archer does something else that I think gets overlooked: the writing itself. The scale of this novel is enormous: decades, continents, wars, economic crashes, multiple generations. And yet, it never feels heavy. It never feels like a homework. Those chapter endings, especially, classic Archer. A literally pickpocket stealing your sleep with charm. One more chapter turns into 100 pages. 100 pages turns into 2 am, and you don't regret a single second of it. We think our ambitions are about what we want to build. Sometimes they are really about who we want to defeat, and those are the very different things to carry throughout the life. Beyond the rivalry, beyond the ambition and the drama, what is Kane and Abel really about? I think it's about the legacy. What do we actually pass on to the next generation? Money? Power? A name carved somewhere important? Or do we pass on our unresolved battles, our old wounds, the wars we never finished, quietly handed down to the people who come after us? Because both Cain and Abel are extraordinary men in so many ways, and yet both of them spend their lives dragging the past behind them like an anchor. And at some point reading this, you start asking yourself the uncomfortable question: what am I dragging? The battles we refuse to end don't stay with us, they outlive us. That's the real cost of carrying old wars. Every time I come back to this book, I have to come back to it more than once. It gives me something new. The first time I read it, it was for the story. The second time, it was for the characters. The third time, I realized I was reading it for myself, trying to understand my own relationship with ambition, with pride, with the things I hold on to longer than I probably should. And that's what the best books do. They stop being about the characters and start being about you. Should you read Cain and Abel? Well, if you love strong character arcs, real emotional stakes, and that rare feeling of being completely transported into another world, absolutely yes. If you have ever been fascinated by what drives people, what makes someone refuse to give up, what happens when two unstoppable forces spend a lifetime aimed at each other, this book was written for you. If you have never read it, I genuinely envy the journey ahead of you. You are about to meet two of the most unforgettable men in the fiction and walk through a story that feels as grand as history and as intimate as a memory. And if you have read it, I would love to know that also. Which side you were on? Did your loyalty shift as the story unfolded? Drop it in the comments. This book creates the most fascinating conversations. And with that, me Nikhil, signing off. We will meet again soon with another book, another quiet conversation, and another cup of coffee. Until then, take care. If you like this video, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Share this video to a fellow reader and keep turning the page. Thank you very much.